welcome. Hello, everybody. This is Ray Higdon calling in from, I'm actually in downtown Fort Myers, running some different errands today. What's going on? See California in the house. Very nice. North Kakalaki, Missouri, Ireland. What is up? Oregon, Kenya, Detroit, Houston, Utah, Estonia, Pennsylvania, Utah, Vegas, Naples, South Dakota. South Dakota, great place, man. We love South Dakota. Alabama, Brazil, Massachusetts. All right, so here's the game plan. The game plan for today. I gotta head south here, so I thought that what we would do is I'm gonna do a choose your adventure. All right. So if you have a question for me, I called this Mindset Monday. You can really call it about anything because almost any answer I ever give you is gonna revolve around mindset. So yeah, hit me with the number one question you'd love for me to address. I'm gonna take a look at them. And Kenny Williams in the house. Good Lord. I'm gonna pick a question, and that's gonna be my rant for the day. I'm gonna go on and talk about. All right. So I see daily routine. All right, we can talk about that. Okay. There's 2 for something daily. A little bit different though. How do you motivate yourself daily? It's a little different. Okay. What do you say when you cold call prospects? All right. How do you keep inviting when you're presenting? I'm not sure I follow there. Okay. All right. What else we got? How to stay positive. John from Santa Rosa. Facebook for growing your team. Okay, so we got looks like 3 people asking about daily routine kind of stuff. So let's talk about that. All right. First of all, someone asked about Facebook. The best suggestion I can make for you there is to watch my wife's training. She's, in my opinion, I'm biased obviously, but in my opinion, she's the best trainer of Facebook prospecting. I would go check out her. She's got a training webinar. It's you can check it out at rayhigdon.com/Jess webinar. It'll teach you how to use social media to grow your business, how to prospect on Facebook, how to connect with people you don't know, how she, at the age of 21, built a $10,000 a month income from people on Facebook she did not know. So that's, if someone, maybe someone could write this, rayhigdon.com/Jess. Hey, thank you. Curtis, you're the man. And you're quick. Holy cow, you're quick. All right, so I think I have to pay, so there might be a brief interruption because I think I have to pay my ticket to get out of this parking lot here. Not a ticket, but whatever, those little things they give you. And then, and for those that may not know, maybe you're joining me for the very first time, some interesting stuff going on in downtown Fort Myers. But anyway, for those that don't know me, actually give me 1 second because I got to pay this. I've been parked here for a little bit. Hi, how you doing? Good. There you go. $1. There you go. Thank you. Have a good day. All right. Sorry about that, kids. Let's rock and roll. All right, so for those that may be joining me for the very first time, when I am driving, I keep my eyes on the road. That way I don't hit pedestrians like this lady that is jaywalking right in front of me. Right by the courthouse, right? But when I'm driving, I keep my eyes glued to the road. I'm not looking at the screen. So feel free to participate back and forth with each other, but I'm not going to see your stuff while I am driving. Safety first. If you can speak while driving, then you can do what I am doing right now. All right, so daily routine. Let's talk about that. It's one of my favorite topics. Why? Because I would classify myself as pretty darn consistent. We've done, over the last 6 years, I've blogged 5 to 7 times per week, every week for 6 years. We recruit people almost every week. There's been a couple weeks where we didn't, but we've recruited people into our network marketing business almost every week, even though no one even sees us market, that. We generate leads every single day for as long as I can remember, years and years and years and years. So we're pretty consistent. But the key is, why? Why are we consistent? See, that's the real question. See, everyone wants to know, Ray, what's your daily routine, or what's a good daily routine? And that the knowledge or awareness of a daily routine is not what's going to make you follow it. It's the vision of who you want to become. And for those of you who have been following my training for years, you're like, yeah, you've heard this over and over and over and over. But it's just so darn true, guys. It is so true. I can sit here and rattle off, hey guys, here's a daily checklist that if you do this, you will become a millionaire. I'll do that. I'll give you a checklist. I will give you a checklist, and I'll say, if you follow this, you will become a millionaire. Will you follow it? Most people won't. Most people won't. And it's not for lack of desire. It's for lack of a vision. The reason when my feet hit the ground every single morning, and I'm very grateful for that, right? The reason that when my feet hit the ground every single morning, that I go and do the things that push me closer to the vision of who I want to become is because I have that vision. You have to have a vision of who you want to become. And a why, as popular as it is, a why is not enough. I know people that have had the same why for 5 years, but they haven't progressed toward it. Why is that? A why is typically external. A why is, I want to spend more time with my kids. I want to retire my spouse. I want to, visit the Cayman Islands. I want to whatever, right? It's something typically external of you, and it sounds great, and it's awesome, and I'm not making fun of any why. All whys are fantastic. But I found that a why without a full vision of who you want to become, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Who do you want to become? That's what I found is the biggest turning point for someone's career, is determining who do they want to become. How do you want to be known? What kind of legacy do you want to, to leave? What are you creating? How do you want to feel about your life? And, some of you may have seen my blog post today where I talked about the passing of just an amazing teacher. One of the greatest teachers perhaps ever, right? And that's Dr. Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer passed away yesterday. And, his quote, "Don't die with the music inside you." Don't you realize that's a vision quote? See, you first have to have a vision of you having something inside you. You have to come up with that first. You have to believe that you have something inside you. See, a lot of people, they're going around and they're looking for everything external. They're looking for what's that system, what's that mentor, what's that coach, what's that thing that's going to help me, because I really need it. There's nothing out there. See, all that stuff already exists. There are trainers, there are coaches, there are mentors, there are teachers, there are products, there are courses, there are books, there are webinars, there are seminars, there are events. There's everything already. It's all out there. When the students is ready, they appear. But the students got to be ready. The students got to believe that there is something inside you that has a capacity to come out of you, not from outside you. Not from outside you. It is from within you. There is music inside you. There's greatness inside you. There is power within you. It's in there. And it is the much less of acquisition versus allowing and releasing. Allow yourself to be freaking great. Allow yourself to be freaking amazing. Release all the chains and the bonds that you have around being special. Release that. Release the idea that due to mistakes in your past, you can't be great. Release the idea that because you don't have X or you don't have Y or you don't know Z, that you can't be great. You can be great. You have greatness within you. That's step one. Step one is believing that your situation can get better. That's step one. That's before, and if you don't believe step one, there is no amount of courses, no matter what the gurus will tell you. The gurus are going to pound you with their systems, they're going to pound you with the latest, greatest SEO bullshit. But if you don't believe that your situation can get better, it won't. You have to first believe that. You have to believe that your situation can get better and that it's going to come from within you. And when you realize that, when you embrace that reality, and it is reality, when you embrace that, then all of a sudden, the acquisition of knowledge turns into manifestation. It becomes different. See, there's a lot of people out there that they are constantly acquiring. They're acquiring new courses. They're acquiring, new ribbons on their things because they went to the latest event, right? They're acquiring even certifications. I know people that are acquiring degrees. I know people that have 5 or 6 degrees. They still don't know that they have greatness inside them, and they don't need a piece of paper to prove it. See, with all those things, you can still struggle. You can still be broke. You can still, have a life that you're not enjoying. With the knowledge that you have greatness inside you, and that it's going to come from inside you, from within. With that knowledge, you can create a vision of who you are to become. And then, at that point, when I tell you a checklist of things to do each and every day, you will follow them. You'll be consistent, because it will be inconsistent with your vision not to do them. I feel weird. If I don't do content, if I don't do a podcast, a Periscope, a blog, if I don't do anything for the day, I literally feel strange. I physically feel weird. Why? Because while I'm on this planet, I want to make an impact. I want to impact others. Why? You guys are going to love this one. You're going to love it. See, what you think I'm going to say is because I'm just Mother Teresa. I'm just the sweetest, amazing guy. I just love helping out others. Do you know why I help others? Because it selfishly makes me feel better. Selfishly. See, so many people, they think that, for you to be a great person, you got to be selfless. It's got to, nothing about you. It's got to be all about them. I selfishly feel better when someone tells me that they, created a new course for their life. That they, found the relationship of their dreams. I'm not a dating coach or anything like that, but I've helped people find the love of their life. Not intentionally, by just telling them how I did it, right? That's another Periscope for another day, right? I selfishly feel better. Selfish. It's not bad. See, so many of you are so hung up on being selfless and being the little lamb, the lamb of mercy. Okay? I selfishly do what I do because it makes me feel better. It happens to also help other people too. And that makes it really cool. You can create a life that you absolutely enjoy. You do not have to stay in a life that you endure. You got to first believe that there's greatness within you, and then you have the possibility of creating a better life. That's step one. From there, you can start to peck away and create and craft a vision A vision that has you with an amazing life. A vision that has you with the perfect spouse, if that's what you're looking for. A vision where you selfishly feel great every single day because you're making a difference, because you're significant, because you're making an impact. Because you have people from all over the world thanking you for what you do each and every day. That's possible from wherever you are. And right now some of you are saying, but Ray, I'm dead broke, but Ray, I'm in foreclosure, but Ray, I went through a divorce, but Ray, I was beaten as a kid, but Ray, I didn't finish high school on time, but Ray, I never finished college. For those following along, I just labeled off all the, many of the labels that I have. I have all those labels. But Ray, I was once addicted to drugs. I have all those labels. Okay? So you can create a life that you absolutely love and adore, that wakes you up in the morning and you're thanking the Lord, you're happy, you're excited, you're grateful. You can create that from wherever you are, but you first got to believe. And you got to stop looking for the external. You got to stop looking for, well, if only a mentor would show up to my house and hold my hand and type words for me and feed me through an umbilical cord. Okay, your days of an umbilical cord are over unless you're currently pressing Periscope against, a pregnant mama's belly. I don't know if Sabrina's on here right now. I don't know if my unborn daughter is on here right now. But if you're listening to this and you're not currently a fetus, then your umbilical cord days are over. You got to put your big girl pants on. Got to put your big boy pants on. It has to come from within you. And when it does, external tools and resources will actually make sense. They'll actually help you. But until then, external stuff is not going to help you. It's just not. Now, just to be clear, I invest a lot of time and a lot of money learning from external trainers and teachers. But it is only because I have a vision for myself. I believe that within me, I can accomplish greatness. I believe those things. That's why external investments work. Time and money. That's why they work. So, now that we all have our visions, I'm joking, I know that we don't all have our visions. But let me give you a checklist, all right? And I'll make it as simple as humanly possible, okay? Number one, and this comes from not me. This isn't Ray's original daily routine. Now, probably the combination might be. The combination of things I'm about to share with you might be unique to me. I don't know, right? But most of the parts are not unique. Number one, wake up every day and set your mind to intend it to be a great day. Now, some of you may have seen my video that I posted on Facebook a couple days ago about Mel Fisher. Mel Fisher was a gentleman from Indiana, go Hoosiers. Right? But he was a gentleman from Indiana. That was on the hunt for sunken treasure. And for 16 years, he looked for sunken treasure. He looked for the ship called the Ocean. And for 16 years, he went out every single day on the seas. Sometimes the seas were unforgiving. He actually lost his son. He lost his daughter-in-law during those 16 years. They died at sea. Okay? He had crews mutiny him. He had all kinds of issues. 16 years, and every single day, he told his crew and himself, "Today's the day. Today's the day." Every day, 16 years. That's 5,480 days. Today's the day. When you open your eyes, you need to start believing that today's the day. You need to intend it to be a great day. So many of you wake up and you're already buried in worry, in concern, in stress because of what happened yesterday. Well, guess what? That's yesterday. Focus today. Today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be amazing. Intend your day. Wake up, intend your day. Number two, and this one comes from a billionaire, probably no one's ever heard of this guy, Richard Branson. He's a little-known entrepreneur out of England. Okay, not too many people have ever heard of this guy. I'm joking. Everyone's heard of him. Richard Branson, Virgin Airlines, billionaire. He was asked, what's the one thing that you can do to be more productive? What could he have said? Was it outsource? Was it read books? Was it, I don't know, what was it? Exercise. He said exercise. Daily exercise. And for some of us, maybe that's walking around the neighborhood. Okay? Maybe it's biking. Some of you guys are crazy and you'll climb mountains and you'll, do all kinds of, crazy stuff. Whatever that means to you. Exercise daily. Why? Because it keeps your body healthier. It helps you with blood circulation, helps you with your immunity so you don't get sick. Okay? Exercise. Number 1, intend the day. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, invest time and possibly money into your education. Whatever that means to you. It could be you invest time and you go to the library, you read a chapter a day. Every single day, you need to be investing in your education in some way. I'm not saying it has to be money, okay? Get a book, rent, get a book at the library. But invest in you and your education every single day without fail. This should not be seen as homework. This should be seen as, I'm so excited for who I'm becoming, but to get there fully and faster, I need to get education. Okay? Next, and, boy, are we fortunate to live in this world. Boy, are we fortunate to live in these times. Create a piece of content every day. Create a piece of content. Maybe it's a YouTube video. Maybe it's a Periscope. Maybe it's a podcast. Maybe it's a blog post or an article. Create a piece of content every day. Now this is where people get tangled up. It does not have to take all day. It does not have to take a lot of time. I typically take 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I have my blog post done. Most times I have my podcast done, right? I'm not saying you have to blog and podcast, but start creating content daily. Do a video sharing what you've learned, sharing what you're up to. I'm telling you, I just heard my buddy Russell Brunson had a $25,000 day. He invested $25,000 for a coaching day for someone to tell him that he needs to do a video every day that's 2 to 3 minutes long. I've been saying that for years. For years I've been telling people that. Here's, I'll save you the $25. Create a video, 2 to 3 minutes long. And I know that many of you have never shot a video before. Okay? Why is it that there are 10 million people on Periscope and only 4% are actually broadcasting? 4%? Come on, guys, how difficult is this one? I mean, imagine, like if I was saying, hey guys, I know it's the 1800s, but make sure you create a piece of content for your niche. What the hell would that mean? Does that mean, get into the local newspaper? I would imagine that's difficult. We live in a day and age where it's really easy to put content out there to attract people to you. So do it. Follow it. Okay? Next, here's my if statement. If you aren't generating leads every day, then you need to prospect X number of people every day. Notice I said if. Ladies and gentlemen, we now generate 3,000 to 4,000 leads every single month on an average month. My best month, we generate over 11,000 leads. Prospecting is now optional for me. If I want to prospect, I will. If I meep someone that I think's awesome, I'll talk to him. If I don't that day, I typically won't. Why? Because we generate leads nonstop. If you are not generating leads nonstop, then you need to prospect X number of people per day. If you're, I'm going to talk, this applies to any profession. I don't care if you're selling air conditioners. I don't care what you're doing. Prospect X number of people per day. If you're in network marketing, your success is going to be dictated by the number of eyeballs you get on a presentation, period. You want me to tell you how much you should be making in network marketing? How many eyeballs did you get on the presentation last week? If you answer less than 5, and you're unable to complain about how much money you're making. You're making exactly what you should be making. If you got fewer than 5 sets of eyeballs on your company presentation last week, then you are unable to complain about how much money you are making, because you're making exactly what you should be making, which is not much or nothing. I'm sorry, and I don't know what company you're in. I'm saying this is true of all companies. Okay? I hope your downline hears this. I hope your teammates hear this. Give me some hearts if you believe that's true talk. If you believe that I'm speaking the truth to you, give me some hearts. Because if you don't believe that's true, you probably just left the Periscope. And that's okay. I'm not trying to teach everybody. I'm trying to teach people who are serious about getting better. That's who I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to teach the people that are serious about getting better. And the rest of the people that are hunting for, they're system-seeking phone haters, or they're people that are trying to get rich quick, right? I have nothing to teach them. I can't serve that audience. That's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the person that truly is serious about becoming better. Okay? So, you have to get eyeballs on the presentation. However you're doing that. Some of you, you're lead generation gurus, congratulations. Are you getting some of those leads on the actual presentation? Are you following up with those people that watch that presentation? That's going to dictate if you're going to have success in network marketing or not. Okay? I'm going to give you, because I'm coming up to my appointment here, I'm going to give you 2 more things. Number 1, focus your intention on tomorrow before you go to bed. Focus your intention on tomorrow before you go to bed. You see, we have a supercomputer. Do you know scientists, they still don't understand the brain. They still don't understand it. They most certainly don't understand our mind. Very different. We won't get into that. I'll leave that stuff to Deepak and Wayne Dyer and those gentlemen that have taught that in the past, and Michael Beckwith. I'll leave that to the spiritual gurus. They have no idea what mind is. Okay, they barely understand the brain in any way, shape, or form. Okay, most powerful supercomputer on the planet. Yet most people, they program that supercomputer that takes over on autopilot at night while we sleep. They program it with rape, murder, storms, death by watching the news before they go to bed. How crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Intend tomorrow before you go to bed. So before your head hits the pillow, I want you to see that tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. That you're going to have fortunate things happen to you. That you're going to have people reach out to you that had never reached out to you before. That you're going to impact lives that you've never impacted before. That tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. That's what I want you to program your mind with before you go to bed every single night. Don't program it with garbage, like the news, like death, like what's wrong with society, what's wrong with the planet. Don't program it with that. And lastly, repeat. Repeat. You do those things of intending your day, constantly investing in your education, of exercise. Whatever that means for you. Some. I'm not saying get rich. I'm not saying hurt yourself. Okay? Exercise. Of creating a piece of content, of prospecting, of intending tomorrow, and repeating. You're going to create the life of your dreams. It all starts with that vision, though. So I hope you got benefit out of this. I got my phone call with a very awesome person coming up here in a couple minutes. I appreciate you guys joining me on this Mindset Monday. I hope you got value out of it. If it did, give me some hearts. I'm told that if I earn enough hearts, they send me a toaster oven, and I'm really excited about it. I think it says a Periscope on the side, and I'm just going to be, oh man, I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to do Periscopes with my new toaster oven if I get enough hearts, only if I get enough hearts. But I appreciate you guys. If you got value from this, feel free to share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.